Hey there, today I'd like to take a look at this product. This is for, let's see, I think it was 5-year-old kids, ages 5 to 12. I say the older the better on this one because these pieces are tiny, 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 but it is very, very cool and it is very fun. Alright, so to give you an idea of how small these pieces are, there you go. So I think the smallest piece is something like this. So these are really, really tiny and it's going to get lost. So if your kid is, you know, not very good about keeping tiny pieces together, you might want to skip this. But it does turn into, you make these cool little things. Like this is a little training dummy and it actually even swivels around. And this moves as well, the little arms. And here's Mulan. Each piece is separate. So the fan, the sword, her hair, her head, her torso, and then her bottom half over here. And here is her horse. So it's very cute. And then here is the base for the this little building over here. So this shows you how tiny all of these pieces are. This is a 2.5 inch square. And so it looks scary at first. You got 3 little plastic bags full of pieces, but they actually give you really awesome instructions. Here's the little manual, and so it's funny because this is like exactly what I did. I dumped everything out of the box, and then I was like, oh my gosh, there are so many pieces here, what do I do? And then, well, I didn't organize the pieces, but they recommend that you organize all the pieces and then put it together using the manual. And here you'll see the head goes on, or the hair goes on the head, goes on the torso, goes on the body, and the little fan. So the instructions are quite easy to follow. And that's what you get. And that is very much appreciated. Now, some pieces like are a little bit harder to find, but just keep at it. It's this is for the little dummy. So you start off with the base, and then the square piece, well, that was easy to find. But then this piece over here, it's hard to tell on the picture, but this, I thought that was black as well, but no, that's black, and then this is gray. It's light gray. You see that light gray piece over there? So the coloring is a little bit off, but the shape is correct. So, you know, just don't worry too much about the color. I mean, the shade is wrong. So, but yeah, it goes through and shows you exactly how to put everything together. And so that is really cool. It actually is really fun, but you have to have patience. You have to be able to keep little tiny pieces together, not lose them, and be able to work with teeny tiny pieces as well. Like, this is not something that my husband would be able to sit down and play really with my daughter because he has big old hands, right? Alright, so my 3-year-old daughter and I just got done with this, and I gotta tell you, I'm actually really impressed that she really actually helped me do this. I was thinking I'm just gonna have to do it alone, but it actually became a quite fun little project for us to work with because there was actually quite a lot that she could do. First, she was watching me put it together because I was thinking, these pieces are way too small, this is too complicated, she's not going to be able to do it, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it together, and then, you know, I'll put it away. But you know, I was able to say stuff like, you know, hey, can you help me find this green rectangle? And then she was able to find these pieces and put all of these pieces like this because the instructions were so clear like that. Now, when it got a little bit more complicated, then yeah, she needed help. Now over here, I just want to point out something. This to me look like little golden pieces, but actually they are the little flowers, the little yellow flowers. And at first I thought that I was missing a piece because the little golden, those are the little golden pieces. So I used those instead, and I was missing one. And then finally later on, then I saw the distinction that these are actually yellow, but you see the little petals? You got to look close, but these actually have the little petals like that, whereas the other pieces, let's see, the other little golden pieces that go on top is these little round ones that are not these little petally ones. You see what I'm saying? But if you see here, they're almost the same color, so that's what threw me. That's what I was talking about earlier. But yeah, we ended up getting it all done, and it looks like you get this little building and you get this little catapult that actually does work. It will throw this little ball, and then this little tree with the flowers. And my daughter actually almost put all of this together. The only thing that she couldn't do was she was pushing really hard and then it'd break like that, so I would help hold it for her, and sometimes I'd help put it in. But I think this is way too advanced for her, but her doing this with me, you know, is going to practice stuff like our colors, our shapes, following instructions, because she would actually then refer to the manual. So she's learning to follow instructions. She's learning hand-eye coordination and stuff like that. She would, I'd ask her to help me find a piece. She would take a piece and lay it next to the picture to see if it is or not, if it matches. So, you know, it's a lot of skills here that I think she was practicing, and it was really fun because I definitely had to help her with this. I was very involved with it, and so it became a really nice little project for us to work on together. And she was very excited to see how this all, you know, these little tiny pieces, random pieces, all of a sudden come together into a cohesive unit. So I think that was a very fun little project for us to work on. But, you know, definitely together with a parent. And then I did end up with some extra pieces over here, and I think these are supposed to be extras, I hope. But there's some little flowers. These are the flowers that go in Mulan's hair, and some little pieces for the training dummy and stuff like that. So anyways, there you go. Any questions? Just leave them for me in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.